What if I told you that having a high IQ might actually make your life worse? Not in a dramatic way, but in a slow, almost invisible way. The kind of way that affects your thoughts every single day. Not in the way you expect. Not in the ways people usually talk about, but in quiet, invisible ways that slowly affect everything. Your decisions, your relationships, your sense of peace. The smarter you are, the harder it becomes to make simple decisions, because nothing feels simple anymore. To connect with people, even when you want to, and to feel at peace in your own mind, because your mind never really turns off. Some of the most intelligent people in history weren't happy, not because they failed, but because they couldn't escape their own thoughts. They were restless, overwhelmed, and alone, even when surrounded by others. So the real question is intelligence a gift or a psychological trap? Something that helps you or something that slowly works against you? We've all been told the same story. If you're smart, you'll succeed. You'll have an advantage. You'll figure life out. You'll win. But real life doesn't work like that. Not even close. There are people with average intelligence living calm, stable, meaningful lives, not overthinking everything, while others with extremely high IQ feel stuck, anxious, disconnected, even when everything looks fine on the outside. And this isn't random. There are psychological reasons why higher intelligence can quietly make your life more difficult. And most people never realize this. The first problem is overthinking. Most people think to solve problems. They look for an answer and move on. But high IQ individuals think to explore everything, every possibility, every outcome. Every decision turns into a chain reaction. One thought leads to another, and another. A web of possibilities that keeps expanding. What if this goes wrong? What if there's a better option? What if I'm missing something important? What if this is the wrong move entirely? Instead of clarity, they get paralysis, mental overload. Instead of action, they stay stuck, thinking instead of moving. And the worst part is, they know they're overthinking, but they can't stop. Because their brain is designed to go deeper, to find patterns, to search for meaning. The second problem is awareness. The more intelligent you are, the more patterns you see, even when you don't want to. You notice contradictions in people. You see flaws in systems. You recognize how unpredictable everything really is, how unstable it can be. And that changes how you see the world. Things that once felt simple no longer do. Small talk feels empty. Motivation feels artificial. Even happiness feels fragile, like it can disappear at any moment. Because once you understand how things work, you also understand how easily they break. The third problem is isolation. Highly intelligent people struggle to find similar minds, people who think the same way. Conversations feel repetitive, predictable, almost scripted. Connections feel shallow. So over time, they begin to withdraw. Not because they want to, but because it feels easier. And this creates a loop. The more isolated they become, the deeper they go into their own mind. And the deeper they go, the harder it is to come back, to reconnect. The fourth problem is perfectionism. When you can imagine the best possible outcome, anything less feels like failure. So instead of starting, you wait. You plan. You analyze. You refine. You prepare. You rethink. But you don't move, because it's never perfect enough. And slowly, potential turns into frustration. Ideas turn into regrets. And time keeps moving forward. But here's the part no one talks about. High IQ is not the problem. The real problem is not knowing how to manage it. Because intelligence without control becomes chaos. But intelligence with direction becomes power. The same mind that creates anxiety can create clarity. The same depth that leads to overthinking can lead to insight. The same awareness that isolates you can help you understand people better than almost anyone else. The difference is how you use it. Instead of trying to think less, you need to think differently. Instead of chasing perfect decisions, you need to take imperfect action. Instead of disconnecting from people, you need to simplify how you communicate. And most importantly, you need to understand this. Your mind is not your enemy. It's a tool. And like any tool, it can either build your life or quietly destroy it. So if you've ever felt like your own thoughts are holding you back, like you're stuck inside your own head, like no matter how much you understand, something still feels off. You're not broken. You're just operating at a level you were never taught how to handle. And once you learn how to manage that, everything changes.